Tell me, Dr. Freeman, if you can. You have destroyed so much. What is it exactly that you have created? Can you name even one thing? I thought not.
Whether you love or hate cliffhanger endings, there's no denying that Valve's cliffhanger of an ending in Half-Life 2 was masterful. We won't spoil it for you, just in case, but it is undoubtedly one of the best in gaming history. Half-Life 2 Episode 1 picks up literally right where it left off. There isn't a moment to waste, and Episode 2 does the exact same thing. After catching you up on the story and setting up the next chapter, you are thrown back into the gameplay. Interestingly, for a fair duration of the first episode, the gravity gun is your only weapon. It gets some major upgrades from the Combine Citadel, however, and you use it to dispatch of anyone or anything who gets in your way. Most of the same gameplay mechanics are used, with the only differences being in the in-game cutscenes. Story-wise, the episodes focus more heavily on the relationship between Gordon and certain characters, such as Alex and Dog. The second episode also has you spend a fair amount of time getting to know one of the Vortigaunt, interestingly enough.
What did the Freeman expect to find down there? Truly, the Freeman loves to explore.
This focus on character building really pays off by the end of each episode, with you really feeling a connection to the characters, unlike in the base game. You really get to know Alex and her father Eli, as well as learning a great deal about the Vortigaunt while fighting alongside one. The G-Man is also a lot less relevant during the first episode, as the Vortigaunt are keeping him from talking to you. Admittedly, it does feel as though something's missing from the game without him. Fear not though, the G-Man makes his return halfway through the second episode, via circumstances that we won't spoil. The second episode is also home to the new vehicle section. You are once again given a car and a long road to follow. However, this time you have a passenger. There are also many things along the way to keep it interesting, such as supply caches left by others before you, just in case of emergencies, just like the situation you're in. In general, the two episodes simply improve upon an already great game. There is nothing groundbreakingly new, but the small, incremental upgrades, such as new enemy types, help keep the game feeling fresh. The biggest improvement is upon the story and the characters in it. With the extra attention to these factors, the game comes together perfectly, and is arguably better than most modern games, both story and gameplay wise. For this, we are giving the episodes an 8.9 out of 10. There aren't any major improvements to the base game, but what is there is great and it fits in perfectly. You definitely need to play these if you've ever played the other Half-Life games. It's just a shame that episode 3 never got released.